Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of AB in the Films. I'm going to do something a little different this time on the show, considering the Hey Arnold Jungle movie is coming on tonight, and I am very excited for that, and trust me, I will be reviewing that little TV movie. I don't think I've ever reviewed a TV movie before on this show, but before I get to that, I want to show you guys something that I've been wanting to show for about a month now, but I never got around to doing it. Um, Okay, for any of you that have watched this show over the years, you know that I am a huge fan of the show The Wonder Years. I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. If you watch my favorite TV show episode that I did like 3, 4 years ago, I talk about The Wonder Years for like 10 minutes. I love that show. I just love it. I've always known that Fred Savage, his younger brother, Ben Savage, was on a show called Boy Meets World. Never saw it. Never saw it. Never watched it. Never really cared to take a look at it. But a lot of people were saying it was really funny. It was one of their favorite shows. It's one of the funniest comedies they've ever seen. And guys, I went on YouTube and all it took were just a couple of clips. I just watched a couple of clips of that show. No idea what the show is about. Just watched a few clips and I was laughing so hard I couldn't stop. And I went on Netflix. Netflix doesn't have the show. And I was getting interested. I'm like, hey, I kind of want to watch the show now. I want to see some episodes of this. And the only TV station that was running Boy Meets World, they would run it, I think, at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And they played like an episode or two, and that was it. And yeah, that's a little early for me. But yeah, so I was trying to think of a way to get it. So I thought, you know what the heck? And I wound up buying all 7 seasons. Stupid, maybe. I should have bought one at a time. But you know what? Here's what I knew. Judging from the clips that I saw, I knew that if I got just one season, I was going to want to continue. You know, binge watching is what people say nowadays. Like, you watch a whole show. But you know what? I hate watching a show all at one time because you watch it like it's one long movie and then you stop watching it and then you forget about it, you know? Usually that's what happens. I mean, I did that with How I Met Your Mother. I barely remember any episodes, you know, unless I watch it again. I don't know. But I'm going to show you guys the DVDs here. I got the first season right here, Boy Meets World, right here. There's Corey on the front and Sean and Topanga and Eric. And by the way, I'm going to say this right now. Eric Matthews is the funniest character on this show. Okay, the funniest character. He's one of the, here's the second season right here. There's not a lot of special features. From what I can gather, I think the first 3 seasons were released like 10, 12 years ago, and they were released as box sets, and they never released seasons 4 through 7 until Lionsgate bought the rights, I think, because these are all Lionsgate releases. And I think what happened was they just re-released seasons 1, 2, and 3. because these 3 seasons have a special DVD menu with a lot of special features and commentaries and stuff. And these seasons don't have any special features. None. They just have the episodes. That's it. Even on season 7, I mean, you would think on the 7th season, the last season, there would be a big documentary or featurette or something about what the cast thought of when they were ending the show. I mean, I looked into it, guys. This was a big show back in the day, you know. It was big. And there's nothing on season 7, nothing. It's just the episodes. So, yeah. So here's the 3rd season right here. Here's the 4th season, season 4, right there. Here's the 5th season. This is when they go to college. I always thought it was a little convenient that Mr. Feeney was following them everywhere they went. Like, he was their teacher in the first couple seasons, then he transferred to their high school to become their teacher, then he transferred to their college. A little too convenient, but it was still funny. Here's season 6 and season 7. And by the way, if you're watching this show, spoiler alert, you kind of spoiled it right there. To anyone who had seen this show, yeah, I think that season 7 covers kind of ruined it. To anyone who hasn't seen Boy Meets World before, like me. but I have seen it. I bought these about a month and a half ago, and I sat down and watched this show. I've seen the whole show. I love this show, and I recommend it. And I'm going to add a little mental note here. I'm going to add this show to my favorite TV show episodes now. So now it's no longer the top 20, it's now the top 21, I think. So you can include Boy Meets World in that list. Oh my god, I'm trying to think like what was good about this show. There were so many funny things in the show. I want to say, it's interesting. Someone did a YouTube collaboration video of the Feeney Call, and the Feeney Call isn't even that big a deal in the show. I mean, I thought Eric was going to do that a lot more in the show. He really doesn't. He only does it like I think 8 or 9 times throughout the series, starting in I think the 3rd season. So it wasn't really that big a thing. I think the fans made that a thing, but it really wasn't that big. Like, he did it a few times throughout the show, but not a lot. I thought he was going to do it in like every episode. Like that was going to be his catchphrase, but not so much. I think the Scream episode is my favorite. The one when they're doing a parody of Scream, and Sean walks in and they're trying to figure out who the killer is, and he goes, "All right, guys, let's just calm down and try to recap what's going on." And Eric is all freaking out. Kenny's dead. Feeney's dead. We're trapped inside with the killer. Like that. And anytime you had an Eric episode or Eric was in the room, it was always, you knew something was going to be funny. What do I think of the finale? It was really good. A really good finale. My only problem with the finale is that maybe it had a little too much clips because they built in clips into the finale. And again, I don't have problem with when shows do that. I really don't. But when you do that for like half of the finale, it's kind of like I think Seinfeld did that too. I don't mind a clip show, but when you put a lot of clips in the finale and that makes up a good portion of it, I don't know. But a lot of emotional episodes in here too. I mean, there would be times when we get really emotional. If I had one big flaw with the show, I would say, well, I really can't say this because it was the times, but there's a lot of '90s references in this show. I mean, it was the '90s. This was 1993 to 2000. This show. So yeah, that's about it. So I just wanted to show you guys the Boy Meets World complete series that I have here. If you guys haven't seen this show, I strongly suggest you check it out because it is funny. This is a funny show. I wish I had watched it sooner. And again, I just came across some clips on YouTube. Couldn't stop watching those clips. I was laughing so hard. And I said, you know what? I got to get this show. And I'm glad I did. I got all 7 seasons because I knew I was going to binge watch it. And I wound up doing that. And yeah, that's my little review on Boy Meets World. It's a short one, but there's not really that much to say. I mean, everybody said stuff about Boy Meets World. Everybody loves the show. I mean, I can't think of one person that doesn't like it. And if you don't like it, I can understand why. I can understand that. But still, I mean, I really like that show. I think it's a really funny show. It's always good to watch a new show, because you watch the same stuff over and over again. So to watch something new, like, wow, and it really makes you laugh out loud. Like, wow, this is good. Especially because I'm a sitcom guy. I love sitcoms. To watch something like that, I mean, oh, that was great. Watching a new sitcom that a lot of people like, that I haven't seen yet. But I really, really like it, and I consider myself a fan of that show. So yeah, guys, that's my little review on Boy Meets World, and I'm going to go watch the Hey Arnold Jungle movie right now on Nickelodeon. Something I've been waiting to see for the last 13 years. I'm going to go watch that. I'm a 24-year-old male, and I'm going to go watch something intended for kids. See you guys later.